So what's going on? Hey, if you're hearing my voice and it has been 48 hours since this podcast has been released, it is now too late to try and get yourself a Steam machine, because that has announced it has dropped its price alongside the various configurations. And as Yoko Taro said, while I was getting an endoscopy, it got released in Japan and sold out. They finally released the spec of the 4 SKUs for it. The options you're getting are Steam Machine 512 gigs for $10.49 US, which is $15.09 Canadian. You've got the 512 plus Steam controller, which is $11.28 US or $16.28 Canadian. 2 terabytes, no controller, for $13.49 or $19.19 Canadian, and 2 terabytes plus controller for $14.28 or $20.38 Canadian.
Times 14%. So if I wanted to buy a Steam machine, it would cost me $2,323.32.
That's where we're looking.
You described it as if it's been 48 hours, it would be too late to buy the Steam machine.
You'll be dropping onto a wait list.
You hop onto the wait list, and then they're going to randomly send that out, yada, yada. I would say it is too late to sell the Steam machine. The time for this literally came and went a couple of years ago.
So funny enough, the story that came out alongside this, I definitely wanted to see, because I was, for a while there, I was like, okay, my PC's overdue for an upgrade, my video card's overdue for an upgrade. Would it make more sense to...
No.
Well, so there's a couple things with this. They also announced that, like, if you want to, you can make your own Steam machine, right? With the SteamOS 3.8 release, they basically have the ability to put together using your own PC parts and whatever, so you can create your own box.
Yeah.
And the other thing that came alongside this was them saying that they wanted to, the price is significantly more than they originally envisaged, and it is the quantity at launch is less than they wanted to make. And they basically pointed out that in 2023, when they were putting together the plan for it, this was all prior to the explosion of the fucking crisis on all parts that's been happening, and everything, of course, that AI has ruined in the meantime, making this very predictable outcome of them not being able to offer the amounts or the pricing that they wanted to with it. So this is what they're looking at.
It's weaker than a PS5.
Let me see. God damn it, Ziff Davis, why must you fucking pollute everything? Yeah, that's what they're doing. Where's the full stat breakdown? I'm curious about the controller machine.
Yeah, it's weaker than a base level PS5, but you'll be able to control your settings. But like they described certain games having to be dropped to like 1600p in order to maintain parity with like PS5 versions.
I feel like the size of AAA things means 512 is like
absurd.
That's
useless.
That's insanely small. That's just not going to be able to do anything. I mean, I guess it's like just to offer a different price point, but like you're basically handling a 2-3 major games at a time, maybe even one big game and then a bunch of indies, you know. Yeah,
it's underpowered, it's overpriced, and like, let's be super clear. When Sony, if Sony were to put out a new console, it would be wildly overpriced right now.
mm-hmm.
It'd be insanely overpriced, and they'd sell it at a loss to make up some of the difference, right? The Steam machines, like, terrible pricing and stats is a factor of the hardware market, not Valve.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still fucked up, right? I was talking at length about this yesterday on my stream of, like, I'm so excited for Xbox and Sony to put out machines that are going to cost like 1,500 USD, and then be like, that's crazy. The attach rate to these systems is terrible. Yeah, because it's too expensive. The fucking Switch 2 is too expensive.
Everything like that, everything from the basically since 2023 and at least until 2029.
I remember when the 360 was king of the world, and then the new consoles came out, and people were like, when are they going to stop upporting 360 games? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to get a real advantage of this next gen hardware? I would say that the current level of game that you're seeing right now at the upper tier is as good as it's going to be for like 10 more years outside of first party Sony. I was going to say first party Microsoft, but that implies that a first party Microsoft game will ever come out again.
Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, apparently OD is being published by Microsoft. So
now, personally, I'm fine, and I have a strong PC over to my right that I guess I'm not going to be upgrading anytime soon.
So mine's I haven't touched it in a minute. Mine is a bit overdue, and I'm like, look,
what's the card in there?
I'd have to go.
I bet you it's a 3080.
I think it is.
That'll probably do you for a while.
But
man.
But like some of the things where, like, where I was getting like hiccups in like Street Fighter 6, for example, and a couple other things where I'm just like, they're after hours and hours of trying to anyway, I definitely am at a point where I'm like, there's some stuff that's happening with the setup that is, I'm not running into it like every single time, but I'm running into enough issues that I'm like, yeah, it's overdue for an update, right? But yes, I do know what DXIAG is. But
I was hoping to like get a Steam machine and have that be the thing I stream games on, and have this PC turn into like a recording PC. That was a fucking stupid idea that I had in my head. What a stupid fucking idea.
I think,
and because this thing runs Linux, I know it won't be able to be a fucking stream machine because it won't be compatible with fucking anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a crack. I'll see what ends up happening. But I think like the updates, if the new video card, plus a couple other things I would want to do with my setup, would unfortunately also run very, very expensive. But I imagine if I can end up in a situation where some of the shit that I'm seeing, the problems I'm seeing happening right now with my setup doesn't happen anymore, then that'd be a net positive overall for at least how I'm LPing things. But I think
by the way, I just want to take a second. Every time I complain about Linux not being compatible with something, we see the same progression of statements always, every single time. I'm frustrated with the way Linux handles compatibility. Someone yells out Proton, someone yells out Wine, someone goes, you'd be surprised, a lot works, followed by somebody going, OBS fucking sucks on Linux. It's such a piece of shit. And it's like, every time you talk to somebody about Linux, you go, man, I don't know about compatibility. And they go, everything on it works perfectly, except for the only thing that you would actually want to use it for. The only thing that you want to use it for,
mm-hmm.
that's the one that sucks, actually.
I know and I respect that there's so much you can do here if you're willing to fight for it. I'm not willing to fight for it. You know, I've also like, this is the thing too. I'm coming from a place where like, I've spent a lot of time back in the day opening up my fucking computer and getting in there and replacing parts and tweaking and and all that stuff, and I kind of just don't want to do it anymore. I
also don't want to do it anymore.
I've spent a good couple decades of my life in there, and I'm kind of over it. I kind of just want thing that work for job.
I would very much like thing that work. So
this is my attempt at seeing if I can get thing that work for job, it's just like when I the last time, or no, maybe 2 PC breaks ago, it mentally broke me too, and I kind of went, nope, I'm not sitting here spending the day with just everything strewn out, and like I just didn't have the patience or the time, and I'm over this, you know.
Oh, by the way, can you hear me right now, Wolves? Because you are frozen and I am also frozen.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Yes, that was the fucking case in point. It's not the same PC setup.
The ghost in the shell is angry.
It is, as I'm describing the problems of my other PC setup, and then this PC setup is also not happy about me talking shit about the other PC setup. But regardless, the yeah, I basically was just like, okay, I'm gonna either end up replacing, you know, CPU, MOBO, fucking video card, and, you know, do something about my RAM or whatever, or grab one of these and see if it played the game and do the thing. And
I'm super torn as to like the purpose of the Steam machine and who it's supposed to be for. Like, it's dead ass right in the middle of the console versus PC price point, but doesn't do anything that much better than either in either direction.
Yeah, I think the idea of, hey, it's like your Steam Deck, but you plug it in at home and it did you just yeah, there went the comb. Okay, we didn't hear like a with a cat or anything afterwards, but
no.
Yeah, all right. No, there was a time and place, like you said, and I think a couple years ago would have been ideal for exactly that. Like, for the, like, hey, this can be if you want to be a PC master race gamer, here you go. This is your all-in-one solution. You don't have to think about the word console ever. In fact, here's a brand new controller for you, and this is all going to be, and this is, look, hey, it's an affordable, or at least competitive for the console pricing that we're seeing, box for you to pick up. But you know PCs cost more, so you're okay with that. And then, like, that is not the way things have turned out, certainly. That being said, I know too that
I didn't think it was going to cost this much, but then also be underpowered. I think that's the part where I'm like actually just falling on it, which is like, what the fuck? Why would I pay double the cost of a PlayStation 5 for something that's doesn't run games as well as PlayStation 5?
Well, I'll let you know.